say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say your love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I love you to my dying day. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody! Da 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 da. I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I leave with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare, no slipping up if you slip away. So I've got nothing to share, no, I've got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun, because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? 'Cause I'm tapping on the glass, I'm waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned, because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. Oh, I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving? You're falling in a forest and there's nobody around. Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in the forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in, will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. Oh, I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass, waving through a window. Oh, can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Is anybody waving? What a scene, what a joy, what a lovely sight. When my game is the big sensation, has the Mars morning taste altered overnight? Have they found new sophistication? Not yet, they just wanna see if the night sky be above. If it's east, west, and the money sky, they all come. You can rave all you want if you raise the roof, scream and shout, and the gate increases. Break the rules, break the bank, I'm the living proof. They don't care how I move my pieces. Well, I know I'm the best there is, but all they want is a show. Well, that's alright, I'll be glad to abide. SRO, SRO.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the best of Chap, a badly plays, as you can clearly hear. There is just some music. I don't think it's related to the thing in any way, shape or form. But yes, Hello, Green Boy. And hello, others that will join us. And welcome to the Better Chat Badly Plays. Of course, he is playing an indie demo visual novel called The Upper Shelves. Made by, if I can just remember off the top of my fucking head, because I have the memory of a goldfish. No. 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 How dare. How dare. How dare. How absolutely dare you. Can't you see that I'm merely trying to basically make ambience with this whole entire scene and description? But yeah, before we get into it, just gotta tell you how my week was. Let's just say there is just a few. By the way, I need to put the hang on. And good, the safe for work mode is on. Just so I'm having to remember that. But yeah, hello. Yes. And as well as that, let's just put it like this. For the week that I basically spent it in, I've been talking to the artist that made some of the assets and art for the work that will be presented. Of course, I must warn you all, it may contain some very dubious nature individualism. And as well as that, hey, I'm just wanting to help support people by virtue of just playing their games, playing their demos, playing what I feel is much needed, really. And as well as that, I also added a button for when something inevitably becomes almost too much. I just press this. So, you know, that plus this. Oh, I said plus. Okay, that button doesn't work anymore. Okay. Why don't it work? Hang on. You're supposed to, oh. Did it get removed? Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. That's why. That's the wrong one. It's not on yet. It's not on yet. Yeah, it's not on yet. But as well as that, how have you been, Green Boy? Hopefully you're doing well for yourself. As for me, I'm just, how should I say this? Doing my best. As you saw, the new pause thing. Also, I decided, to make the artist thing favorite, dish, which is karage, which is Japanese fried chicken. And I gotta tell you, felt like I could have done it way better. I mean, it still tasted good. I did much of what I could with what I had. And yeah, it tasted good, I guess. Wish it was better. But it's all I could mentally feel like doing without just, like, breaking down into tears, so to speak. Have you ever tried making something and hoping that it worked out for you? Because that's what happened with me, really. But on the other hand, what else was on the agenda? Of course, the pause button. I hope you enjoyed that, because that was a new addition. I replaced the sad button because we're not dying in Dead by Daylight, are we? We're instead playing Monster Prom, and then suddenly having to go, "Hey, yo!" Get that shit out of here! I'm joking, of course. But as well as that, what else happened this week? Oh, I played a bit more of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, because there's just more French to basically go around, I guess. And I gotta tell you, been fucking around with all of their clothing options. And my god, when you basically get a guy in a suit and a top hat, I'm like, get out there and kill some things. What's that? You want this lady's hair to go sky high? Don't mind if I do. That sort of thing. But as well as that, oh, what else is there? If I can remember off the top of my head. No, I think that's everything. But yeah, as I said, this is a demo. It's a beta. And as far as I'm concerned, it is, of course, very heavily got some dubious nature anecdotes, so to speak. And of course, I will hit the haram mode if I feel like it, but that's beside the point. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Let's get into the game. And of course, before we get into it, we got the one, the only, the best actor in the friggin' world,
Nicolas Cage.
Do not add him. He will not respond. He is not a responding kind of guy. He only responds to gamers, which is me. So thus, he will reply to me, but only on a social media platform, which is not that good if you ask me. But damn, if he ain't trying, so to speak. Sorry, I'm also trying to adjust it so the illusion is still there. There we go, buddy. Also, I made like a pseudo, let's just say a pseudo, my brain's having a moment again. I hate when it does that. A pseudo logo for the upper shelves because it's still like in like beta 0.1. It's in production. It's all that good stuff. But yeah, and of course next to him is Wilson Chapel, the best alligator that will need to be a part of. It's the best ever! Yay! And of course, next to Sir Chapel is of course the fluffiest boy in all of Deltarune. It is of course Overelsey. And of course, next to all of them is the only bot I'm allowing on the stream. That is of course everyone's infamous React bot. Everyone say hello to React bot, and React bot say hello to chat.
Now they understood the assignment.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Are you looking forward to playing the Upper Shelves demo?
Wholesome.
That's if you want to say that, back in your cage you go. And of course, so there is a not safe for work part in the game. Well, that's the thing. There's an option in the game that I just turned safe for work on. That's right. The game has a safe for work function that I really, really hope is on. Safe for work mode is not intended for experiences of the game and will skip over relevant scenes. However, this one allows you to play it on all relevant streaming platforms, I guess. You sure you want to skip our lovingly crafted sex scenes? The setting can be toggled at any point in the game. Yes, safe for work mode on. Yes, that's right. You ain't seeing none of that if you be... Hey, if you want that, you can go to the creator and cry about them being on here. That's all you need to know, really. But yes, regardless of what we're basically seeing, again, I will hit the haram button, or better yet, this. Yeah, it's fair to say that you'll know when that happens, really. But yeah, without, and of course, on the portraits, on the top left, we got Video Game Donkey. On the top right, we got Lee Everett, my 6th favorite underrated video game character from Telltale's The Walking Dead. Bottom left is Melevola from Dispatch. And on the bottom right, we got a random corgi off of DuckDuckGo images. Lovely jubbly. And I hope you all enjoy this roundabout thing. Let me just see if the game capture will capture this. Oh, and because I turned on haram mode, and thus as a result of that, hopefully, oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. To be honest, I just want to, yeah, just, there we go. Just so we're all in, although in hindsight, the fact that I pixelated it even makes it even more, it's the best we can get with what we have. But yes, without further ado, let the game, begin. The Upper Shelves. Pray. By the way, my eyes are blurry. It always starts like this. The first thing I noticed is the blur of colours. Reds, browns, light, bending, and reflecting off of glasses. There's a hum of noise, right? There's a couch. It's plush, red. It looks maybe like a bad fit for a place like this. Like the kind of couch my parents had in their old place. Red, with these golden patterns of leaves winding tenderly through the fabric. A place like this? No, wait. I know where I am. I know I do. It's a bar. Yeah, a bar. A bar! Right. Memory slowly fills in the cracks in my senses. Senses? The couch isn't a part of this area where I am, where I'm sitting. This place is weird. Many places on one, but here and now there are booths flanking me. There's a bar top, sleek wood, polished, but clearly aged. Ah, it's making sense now. Besides, it's good for marketing. People may not be looking at you now, but I'm sure given time they will. You are a special item after all. It's only a matter of time, no? I'm staring at the bar top now. There's a bottle there, cracked open for me. A little bit of vapor and the sense memory of the sound of fizz collecting in the, I can't pronounce that, periphery of my mind. Hard apple cider. Yes! That's the best kind of cider! Besides, it's good for marketing people. May not be looking for you. Oh, wait. I must have pressed a button that made me go backwards. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. Can I go back and forth? Okay. I think I can do that. All right. I remember my Uncle Ren gave me one once, teasing me about it. Right. He said that it was a good introduction. It's apple cider. But if no one looks too carefully, it'll look like I'm drinking one of his beers instead. It doesn't have the same kind of obvious look of a hard lemonade. I take a sip. Not many people have the kind of fortitude for the position. It's scary to some, having eyes on you. A hunger constantly burning away. The flavour is sort of how I remember it. Tart, but not bitter or particularly strong. It's good. I can feel like I'm not embarrassing myself when Ren goes to hang out with his work friends. Emery, are you there? I flinched and look up from the bottle. Right, of course he's here. The bartender of this dream bar is this rabbit. A genial smile on his face, knowing full well that I have been kind of rude. He must have to deal with this a lot. My eyes linger a little on the way to his head fur, cascades over so gently over his face, the colour pleasantly complementing his uniform. I know that every time I think about how he looks, I feel a weird pang like envy. Is it the hair? It's the hair, isn't it? Because every time I look at someone's hair and they're able to basically pull it off like that, I look at myself and think, could a wig sort that all out? Who knows? You come here so often. Hopefully one day you'll get used to the process. How's your drink treating you? It's fine. I didn't mean to be a... No one ever does. Think nothing of it. No one could simply will themselves into Pandora's box after all. He seems completely unbothered, working away, pouring some kind of liqueur into a shaker. He's cracking an egg white. He's cracking an egg white and after adding what looks like lemon and lime juice. Is that Black Wolf back again tonight? I almost don't even wait for an answer. Instinctively, I found myself looking around the bar. Maybe he was here. I know I could spot him in an instant. There was something about him, like the bar parted around him when he was around. I could basically feel his gaze, a recollection of piercing eyes, like he was trying to figure me out. No sign of him, but you don't really need me to tell you that, right? He grinned, passing the mixed cocktail after topping it with a dark, syrupy-looking cherry on top to, some orange cat? That name and presence slips through my mind almost instantly. I guess... Do you know what happened to him? Oh, Oh well, I suppose that's not really something I have the privilege of knowing. Always so weird and cryptic. I really only know what is happening in my place of work. If he's not awake, out and about, who's to say what goes on with him now? I guess. And, any sign of the other one? I could see for just a moment a flicker in his eye. He knows exactly who I mean. I suppose last we spoke, he's not even sure what happened to him. When was the last time you spoke with him? Banter? Nah, well, that depends, I suppose. How long do you think you've been dreaming? I do suddenly feel tired, like I'm going to fall clear over and hit my head on the bar top. Sorry, just need a drink. Come on. You have nothing for me. You have nothing for me? The bartender starts to speak, but looks up past me, brows raised. He gave a small nod to me, signaling that I should turn around. I'm already so tired. My body is feeling more and more like lead as I turn around and feel pain. Hey! Oh! What the hell? My breathing hitches in my throat. I feel something warm and sticky drooling over my fur, my heart pounding. I see the gleam of talons digging into my shoulders. But by that time, I raise my head to see who's doing this to me. Who are you? You're hurting me. You look familiar. Why? I don't know who you are. I feel something, a sudden rush, something off. It hurts, undeniably. His talons are sharp. He looks sharp. His beak looks painful. I can tell I'm bleeding. My heart racing. A euphoric haze starts to creep up in my mind. Having fun then? He makes a comment passing down against me. Gay panic! It's suddenly very apparent what he means by that as I'm pressing up against him. What? Wait. Are you Ren? Ren? I struggle to process this as he pulls away all at once. What? What's happening? Sorry. This isn't right. Wait. Do you? Wait. And with that, he's rushing off into the hall. I stumble to my hooves, trying to follow as he pulls past the curtain, masking the hallway out. Well, that's something you don't see. All at once, everything feels like it's gone. A swirl of empty noise. A darkness as space coagulates into texture. Brushing along my fur. Comforting. Wrapping over me. Henry. It's morning. You awake? Yeah, I'm fine. I answer before I can even assess anything. I'm back in my room. I'm awake. The sun is peeking through the window in a thin ray, working overtime to dig through the scaffolding. I sit up, and it's my Uncle Ren. Okay, just making sure. Okay, just making sure. I'm just worried. Don't you have a student today? Fuck! Wait, what time? I'm already scrambling out of bed, trying to pull my laptop out of the bag and load it, and its fans start whirring up, threatening to drown my uncle's words out. The thing is pretty old, after all. Please load faster. It's about 10, kid. When's your appointment? My appointment is at 10. Shit! I think in a few minutes. God, it's just isn't loading up. Deep breaths, kid. It's not gonna load any faster with you freaking out like that. Can we talk a bit about breakfast while we wait? Okay. I know I missed. Again, take a breath. It's fine. I have a little time before work. I could warm up the oatmeal for you before heading out. Or would you want something else? Lord, please? What do we have for it? I'm just asking. I don't mean to be, you know. We have some cinnamon, butter, I think some brown sugar left over. Out of milk though, so it's either go without it or go get some. Sorry. Oh, I could grab some, I think. I should have looked at my schedule to be sure, but I think I have to have the rest of the day free after my sessions now. Look, whether you want to do, you're an adult. And while I'm happy to look after you until the big move, some things you gotta figure out on your own, yeah? Yeah, okay. I gotta go. I gotta get to work. Oatmeal's on the stove. Either get some now or put it away, yeah? And hey, if you go out, I'm making tacos tonight. Trev apparently has a connection to some homegrown grape tomatoes. You think we're in good enough graces to get some? Only one way to find out, yeah? See if there's anything else we may need. Ren checks his watch and frowns. Then off he goes. A hurried clip-clop through the mashup of concrete and carpet that peppered the hallway in his small house. Bye. He was gone. There was something in how he looked as he headed out that stuck to me. Like, remembering how he looked the last time we got a letter from my dad. I've grown scared of finding more these days, I guess. The last one. I don't like to linger on them. Something about needing more time again, as usual. Gwen, my dad's new wife, is apparently very stressed about having 2 children in the house. It makes sense, I guess. The Sky Pagoda, a giant city floating in sky. The prices there are astronomical. Even the price of a ticket up there is way, way more than I could have ever afford. Nothing ever changes. About once a month or so, Dad sends a letter down. He likes the formality of it, insists that it's more sincere that way. But nothing really changed, outside of the new baby being born, I sigh. I shouldn't think of her that way, I suppose. Another excuse, another reason to keep me down here. Oh! There's a notification on the computer. The student just signed in. Hey, can you hear me? The session went through enough, largely uninteresting. The student wanted to apply to a med school program up in the Sky Pagoda, upon hoping for a scholarship of some kind. Everyone wants to go up there. That was part of one of my dad's letters, I'm sure. It's a great place. The air is cleaner up there. You get fresher food, better community. Probably. Must be nice. There was only 2 more sessions after the last one. Not a terrible haul, all told. Each session is like, 35 marks or so? That's okay enough money considering everything. Surely enough to warrant a trip. As if I don't already know that, there's another reason why I'd want to walk. I lay down on my bed with a sigh, digits roaming through my head for all at once. The worry, the feeling that I'm just wasting my life hits. What am I doing? I say it out loud, like speaking it into existence will somehow make this all work, clarifying something. I should be looking for more work, more ways to earn enough to move out or something. Uncle Ren doesn't want me here for the rest of our lives, I'm sure. He doesn't really seem to have time for himself between his gardening, his job, and taking care of me. Shouldn't I try and help more? I can almost hear my mum's voice patiently reminding me that my father needs to work on finding work. Until he gets a stable job, he has to treat job hunting seriously, 8 hours a day. I lazily drag my laptop over to me, the bottom hot enough that it threatens to burn through the fur on my belly, and recoil, leaving a hoof there to feel the ambient warmth after. I've never really thought much about it, I guess. When things hurt, there's a part of me that kind of fixates on it. How it feels now, how it works. Like the first time I shed my antlers, it's supposed to be scary the first time. There's all this blood, you're still young. But I remember being stone silent, transfixated. My dad was trying to tell me not to look, but I caught myself in the mirror. I remember, blood dripping down along my face. My mum was snapping at my dad about this, who was clearly way more nervous than I was. I was just staring. It's going to be a few months until I shed again. Digits reflectively linger on my antlers. I can't get rid of them completely. I don't even know why I would want to. But I try to keep them shaved now. I'm back to fussing with them. Digits brushing lightly over my head fur. I can't be tired again, can I? Already? Henry! Henry! Oh no, not again. I already felt so bad. Henry! Please hang in there! It seems you're being requested. Please, can't I rest? I do feel at least neutral about this. The body's never really real. Never a physical object here. Just an implication. A silhouette. Hey, yo! Hey! Is this game made for me? Hey! All at once I see something. A big dark figure. Piercing eyes. Whoever this person is, they're looming over me almost. Over? I'm laying down on the couch. Oh, he's standing over me. Oh. Okay, fair enough. He's standing over me. Gloved paw, moving in close. He's grabbing me by one of the straps that adorn what I'm wearing. What am I wearing? You. I'm making sense of him more, and I'm stunned. I can see him. See his face. Have been able... Wait. See his face. Have been able to this whole time. I have been able to this whole time. He's not the wolf though. Not the same one. Who are you? He says something else after this, but it doesn't make sense. I can't phrase it. I want to wake up. Please. And sleep. I snap awake. Holy shit, I'm practically teleporting. I'm going forward in time. I snap awake. I feel worse. How long had I laid down for? The laptop was quietly humming away nearby. I blink and check the time. Only about an hour and a half or so. Between that and the sessions, I should probably get going now. I always feel better when I have the place to myself. It's not like Ren is particularly controlling or a snoop. If anything, he spends a lot of time in his room, tending to his plants or whatever. All the same, the place is pretty tiny. We both have our own rooms, at least small as they may be. One shared bathroom, a living room that bleeds into the small kitchen at the back, all branching off of a narrow hallway. Yeah, it's fine enough for what it is. And it's not like we have the kind of money to really upgrade that much. The amount of marks it would take to even climb 10 floors up would be way out of our league. By the way, if you want to know marks, the person who is developing it and the person that makes the art assets lives in Germany. So think of it as pounds or dollars, if you will, if you want to basically get that mentally immersion. Places like these are all over the lower floors. The upper shelves, the city we live in, is built into the maintenance halls and pathways that make up the block. It's the giant mobile platform, though it hasn't... Hey! Oh my god, hello! Hello, Valadrin! How are you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. And I'm going to assume one thing and one thing only. Are you the dev? Are you the dev? Hey, Gilgy! How's it going? I'm doing my best. And by the way, Green Boy is also here. He's kind of doing a gay panic in the corner. Whilst this is all going down, I am one half of the devs, and Gilgy's the other half. Just so you know, I'm basically doing all the narration as best of my ability. And I will say, mentally, I'm just basically seeing where this goes, to be more exact. And don't worry, I put safe for work mode on. And if anything is to be sus, don't worry, I hit this button and suddenly Haram mode kicks in. And thus, as a result, you don't have to worry about it. I am having a gay panic with the wolf. Yes, the wolf. Anyway, the upper shelves, the city we live in, is built... Oh, and by the way, I pressed this button. Thank you, Valadrin, for the ever so loving follow. If you want to know a little bit more about me, here's how we go. Hello, my name is the Best of Chap. I stream on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 5 p.m. GMT to 9 p.m. GMT, unless it's Friday. Oh, we love the big wolf. Oh my goodness. Except on Sundays, which is 1 p.m. If you want to know, here's more of this.
Hello, you muppet. Welcome to the Twitch channel of That Bastard Chap. Except bastard is spelt with a 5 as opposed to an S, because Twitch won't let us do it. Anyway, you know this channel's for a right geezer. We're all about the bees and the fucking honey, you know what I mean? We got the memes, the video games. I also have feet and knees. What a coincidence. Great deal. You stop on by my Twitch, I make some killer content and a little bit of money on the side, and you get to laugh at me because I'm a funny guy all the way from the British Isles, which is where Jack the Ripper was, and he killed a bunch of prostitutes, which was pretty shitty at the time, I imagine, but there was a lot of things happening at the time in London at that time that was bad. Anyway, come on in and join the memes, lads. It's a good fucking time, innit?
Yeah, and if you enjoy that, be sure to enjoy the rest. Oh, and also for any of you observant viewers, you may know that the person that did that, this was like a couple of years ago, that is Bushido Blaster, an Aussie lad who also voice acts on certain things, but we can digress on those as much as we can. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, the upper shelves. The city we live in is built into the maintenance halls and pathways that make up the block. It's this giant mobile platform, though it hasn't moved in a long time. Apparently it once had a more specific name before the boundary, but it never moves anymore. Never has any reason to. At the top runs a highway that connects Metropolis to the countryside. My uncle works down in the guts, from floor 4650 down at the bottom, mostly full of the mechanisms that have to be maintained in case it needs to be moved again, I guess. Everything else, 45 all the way to the top, that's the upper shells. Abandoned temporary housing for the construction team that was left to people long enough that, well, a city wove itself into the massive steel thing. Down here on the floor 40, everything's mostly built out of the surplus that was left around. Prefabricated walls and dividers, leftover concrete, some spare bits and bobs here and there. Not at all like my parents' place. Up past around floor 20, things get nicer. Hell, by the final few floors, things are nice enough that they'd put some place in Metropolis to shame. None of it beats the Sky Pagoda, of course. As I look around, grudging if I've forgotten anything, I've noticed something. Oh, I noticed something odd. Uncle Ren's door is open. Usually he keeps it tightly closed when he leaves for work. I guess he left it in a hurry, but before I could even think about it, I'm moving closer. I've never really thought about peeking without realizing. I did spot something off, though. What is up with the door? What is up with this door? What's up with this door? Anyway, I blurted out without thinking. But it's strange. His door is thick, heavy. There's something on it, like heavy padding. It doesn't seem professionally done, as much as it was stuffed with foam bits. Probably to muffle the sound, but why? Was it something to do with keeping the plant's climate safe or something? If so, wouldn't he have made sure to keep close the door? The longer I stare at his room, the odder it is. I've never really looked much in there before, but the entire back half what's supposed to have been his office is almost completely covered in plants, okay? It's strangely beautiful. No one really sees plant life on the shelves. It's kind of soothing, nostalgic, I guess. Like those walking the orchids of the countryside. I'm about to close the door, though, when I notice something on the bed. A feather. A vibrant green, some kind of tucked little under the pillow, quilt out, like it was left over from someone. Now, I don't know about you, but, something happened. All I've got to say. It's weird. I don't think I know any of my uncle's friends or co-workers that are birds. Where did this come from? All at once, something sickening creeps over me. A worry. I feel like I've walked in on something I shouldn't have. Crept into the personal life. I should go take a walk. My thoughts. Right, maybe to the library. See if someone has a job opening or something. Not be here. Not grabbing the feather. Hooves tips clutching the quill, idly twirling it around. Put it down, please. I'm on the lift again. I know that I'm going to stop at floor 38, and while it is helping to distract me from the feather, that's now in my laptop bag. Why is it in your laptop bag? Anyway, this probably still isn't a good idea. It's not like I could help it. Ever since that night, I've been dreaming in Pandora's box. Between that and the recent memories, it's just brutal. I can't stop thinking about it all. The shooting, the dreams, now the feather, and the outlet. No one to talk to about this. This isn't fair! A shudder climbs up from my spine after a moment, and out of reflex, I whip around to look at the corner behind me. Like I was expected to see that terrier again. I remember him there, in a trench coat, and a big hat, paws in his pockets, small guy, Yorkies, being what they are, but I couldn't shake how it felt to look at him. Dead eyes. Someone who didn't look at me like I was anything below recognition. I can't even ride this lift alone without thinking about that night. Something should have happened. Some kind of response. I saw a man get shot in the middle of floor 38, and no one cares. Crushing indifference. Ah, dystopian. I'm being paranoid. But even so, it's not going to solve anything. I will myself to actually go and do the thing I went out to do, making it to the quick slit nearby off the lift. Hey kid. Sorry. Sorry. Hey kid. Sorry. A little too late for milkshake season. The clerk, a big bear lady, seems amused at me. I may have revisited the same store a few times. Oh, that's fine. I remember that night so well, still glancing at her, lingering just a moment. I remember when she dozed off, jolted out of her slumber, broke the glass window that keeps the cigarettes. They got that mended pretty fast, huh? Makes sense. No one wants thieves or whatever. I wonder if she got branded at Pandora's box. Sometimes I've heard it happened with some loyal customers. They get marked by the establishment. No one knows exactly how they make these calls. It just happens, seemingly out of nowhere, and it looks excruciating. I wonder if it'll happen to me. I almost wonder what it'll feel like. No matter how much the idea scares me, it's not like it does anything in the real world, though. Once we wake up, no matter how real, our bodies are fine. If she were to show me her wrist now, there'd be nothing there. Just thinking about it reflexively draws my hoof to the back of my neck. I don't even remember the name of the guy who bit me there. I can't remember his face, but even touching there, it's normal fur, unblemished, no marks. But my nervous system remembers it, feels its memory, with a little shudder. I snap out of this and get back to shopping. I pick up a jug of milk, prepackaged shredded cheese, a pack of guacamole. No way to get fresh avocados this deep into the shelves, of course, but it should still be good enough. As usual, though, I grab a small can of cola, a treat for myself. I feel a vague pang of guilt, my mum's ghostly voice lingering in the back of my mind. Remember your health. Remember that you can't keep using our money forever. You have to be smart about this, Henry. Fuck it. I'm grabbing one of these chocolate wafer things. As long as I don't go back the same way I did a few weeks ago, I could just get this stuff home and it'll be fine, right? Just pay for my goods and pass out and then teleport. Well, of course that didn't happen. Of course I'm back here, floor 38, turning the corner from the quick skit. I can see the sky peeking out through the protective gating along the perimeter of the shelves. It's just like before, just colder. Late summer has given way to fall, and there's nothing, no sign. A few people walking to and fro, sure, but I keep staring at the spot that I saw him last. The hunter. That's what the bartender at Pandora's been calling him. I remember that night. I had my first dream there. He was there, laid out on the couch. It was weird. Usually the people are you... Oh, wait. Usually the people are you know... Oh, wait. You know. Intense, violent, lustful. But there were 3 people there, holding him. One was rubbing his claws into his ears lightly. I could feel my heart pounding more, and my eyes starting to sting. I have to hope that he's still alive, that they weren't saying goodbye to him. But here and now, there's nothing. The wind picks up and blows industrial dust and grit into my fur. It rides my shirt up, and I struggle to pull it back down. Already, it just feels horrible. I don't know why it does this every time. Like I don't expose plenty in Pandora's box, but something about the way these clothes fit just keeps feeling wrong. Like being pet backwards. I start the quiet journey back to the lift. There's nothing here. There may be nothing here for me ever. Whatever happened that day, I have to let it go. My mum would always tell me, whenever I got upset or into fights with friends, whenever I missed some homework or got detention, that everyone goes through these things. This is normal. This is normal. Everyone goes through these things like this. I can't be the only person who sees this kind of thing. Right? Back in the elevator, the low hum from the heart, the central pillar propping the block up, gets drowned out as the lift whirls back to life. I can feel it all at once. The memories of my parents. The feather gently pressed into my bag. Oh, you really gotta talk about that feather, don't you? That night, the wolves howl. The gunshot. My shirt riding up in the dusty, gritty wind. None of this is fair, but it happens, and we just have to get through it. I stopped dead in my tracks. There's a letter in the mailbox. Same green envelope he always uses for these. No, please, no, not now. Why now? Why today? I've already closed in on it. Collapsed in my I'm already closed in on it. Collapsed in my hooves. The impulse to just tear it to pieces on the spot hits and passes. By now, Ren may be back. I just need to get inside. I just need to get into my room, and then it's like the letter never happened. I shove it into my laptop bag and make a mad dash in it. Past the living room, down the hall, into my room. Hey! Hey, you get the stuff? Hey, you get the stuff? Fuck! I hear heavy hooves approaching, and now I make a desperate gambit. I know that if he sees me now, he'll know something's wrong. And if he asks, I'll just start crying. Obviously, the only move is to dive over my head and make like I stumbled and fell. Oh! I hit the bed awkwardly and bounce enough to elbow my way. To elbow check my nightstand. Oof. A big, heavy thud works through the house, followed up by a form landing on the floor by my bed. Ow! Nailed it. Nailed it. Already hooves are moving in, pace quicker than usual for sure. Ren was there soon after, looking down at me and frowning. Whoa, kid. You okay? What happened? Great feather! Great feather! Anyway. Just stumbled. I feel stinging pain every time I shift it around, a throbbing, working pain riding up along me. But soon enough it was dying back down. I suddenly get the feeling that he's not buying this. Fuck. I kind of panicked on my way back home. Panicked. Everything alright? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought someone was following me. I got scared. Hey. I can see his frown grow from severe, a clear flash of concern in his eyes as he moves in closer, moving to help me up. I feel sore, and a sting of tears in my eyes. Keep it together, please. Look, I know that we're close to the guts here, but just look. I'm friends with a lot of the folks around here. We're not going to let something bad happen to you, okay? I feel even guiltier now. Lying to him about this. And also, like, I know this. Of course I know this. I've been living here for 6 years. Yeah, okay. Yeah. He frowns, picking up on my tone immediately. Fuck. Alrighty. Alright. You got any other clients today? I'll double check. But I'm pretty sure I'm free for the rest of the day. Maybe take it easy then. It'll be a bit until dinner. Yeah, okay. I feel tired, defeated. Very, very sore. What a day. I moved to lay down more properly on the bed, moving to pull my laptop back out of the bag, the feather sliding out along with it, tucked under a hoof tip. Right. I just set that aside for now. Too much to think about. And I'd rather put some music on, moving to my earbuds in, clasping in gently around the rim of my ears before turning on something calming. Lo-fi hip-hop beats. The artist is one I got into recently. Something that reminded me of music I used to listen to as a fawn. Moody singer, songwriter, stuff flew under my father's scrutiny more or less. So I kind of stuck with that for a while until he left. It's something that I've been doing more and more. I keep on telling myself to get back on the job hunt, look for something more lucrative, but I just keep dozing off. By the way, when I think of singer-songwriter with a moody voice, I think of George Ezra, where it's just like, Barcelona, I know. Okay, maybe, Mars in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand pianos, you. Ooh, I'll leave it all. Give me one good reason that I could ever change. And baby, if you owe me, then all of this will go away. We may be getting an artist in to feature one of the songs in the scene. Ooh, I look forward to hearing from them. Oh, it's absolutely amazing to basically know that. Yee! Oh, I'm hoping. But yeah, it's something that I've been doing more and more. Oh yeah, I already know. And more lucrative as it does off. Why though? I don't remember being this tired all the time. It's getting to me a little. It's gotten bad ever since that night. Like something's pulling me back in there. Something keeps dragging me back into that place again and again. Hey, I trail off, kind of remembering in slow motion that he's already not in the room, right? Oh no, not again. I can feel it. My body is moving somehow through these halls, but something's wrong. Where the fuck are we? It's like a marble room. Are we in the back rooms? This is the back rooms, isn't it? It's dark. There's none of the hazy rosy delirium that I've gotten used to. No reds, no focal point, no bartender. It's stuffy in here too. Oh wait, it's stuffy in here too. Humid water vapor, the sound of baths, pools, showers. There's a scent in the air, strong enough that it's even cuts through all the water vapor, diluting things. It smells of lilac, sandalwood, and lemongrass. Something sweet with a bit of an earthy tone to it. All kind of mingling into the vapor in the air. It's enough to make my head spin. It hits me at once, though. I saw something. A tail, shaggy and grey, just whipping around the corner. It's enough to momentarily clear the fog in my head. The hunter. The hunter from that night. My hooves are clacking against the obsidian tile that lines the floor, creeping up in the walls, blended with what looks like crushed glints of diamond in there. Almost luxurious. Shaggy grey tail. What do you mean? What do you mean? I need to keep going. Push further. Catch up with him. I need to see him again. It gets weird fast, though. Very weird. I can hear my hooves clacking against the tiles still, but it's distant. Like I'm splitting out of my body, leaving it behind. A will, a mind, bending the corner. In the distance, I hear my own voice calling out, "Hey, where are you? Where did you go?" This feels even worse now. So close in some dream. This isn't even real. An old dream, like the ones I had as a fawn. Just about him. Oh! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! We are going to basically, I'm not going to get myself in trouble over this, so it's going to be slightly censored. Just for the momentum, okay? Okay? You got your part, Green Boy. You got a bit of it. Hopefully you had a chance to see what you've seen until then. We're not even seeing anything yet. What do you mean? This is unsafe for work! You're on streamer safe mode, right? Yes! Don't worry, I'm on safe for work mode. But my god, it's not that I don't trust you. It's that I don't trust them. Anything that could basically be up in those skies. Those bastards. Well, this is like MonsterCon for censorship, huh? There's nothing that you can say about this, hyena. Okay? You. Oh, wait. I'm gonna try and do the most sensual voice ever with this one. You. My ears flick. What? That's his voice. By the way, again, you may not be able to read it, but I'm just reciting what is there. He's turned around, looking at me, but I can't make out his face. Just, I know. That's his face. That's his voice. That's his body. He's naked, standing half in, half out of the doorway into one of the baths. Shaggy looking grey fur cutting through the sleek black tile everywhere. He's big, a strong, powerful build, like he's been active all his life, but with none of the glamour of a bodybuilder. He's a little thick around the middle, but there is no denying the bulk of his arms, his legs. My gaze takes in just where I'm looking. It's not like I haven't seen a guy naked before, even beyond my visits to Pandora. It's not like I don't have a laptop and an internet connection. Take a look. It's just a dream. Wait, what if he's real? You know what? My paranoia knows no bounds. Wait, what if he's real? I snap my gaze back up to his face instead. I can't be sure that this isn't him. I mean, maybe other people dream about places besides Pandora's box. Doesn't that happen? I feel like it has to, but as I try and look at him, it's weird. Like my eyes slide clear off his face. I can't make him out. Why? What is happening here? Why can't I see him? I literally look at him in his eyes that night. What the fuck? Hey, yo! Even more clearer! It's a good thing I can't look down! It's a good thing I can't look down! Anyway, just as I felt my mind reeling from all this, I watch his muzzle move. Words vibrating through the water vapor. Something. Some some kind of sign that was saying something. I can feel it. Convenient craft. Yeah, you don't say, Gilgy. Free the wolf. No, I can't be doing this. We want to see him. Well, guess what? Do you want to know when you can see him? When you basically get it off of Gilgy and Valadin's game that they can link in the description of this chat. He wants out. You can put it in the chat. The link will be, if there is a link to be exact. But as far as I'm concerned, just bear with me. If you want to see Schlong and all, you can basically get it yourself. In the meantime, I'm just describing what it's saying on the text. Forgive me. Just as I felt my mind reeling all of this. You mean like here? Yes. PandoraGaming.itch.io/the upper shelves. Go get it, and it's free because it's a beta. Be sure to enjoy it when you can. But yeah, I watch his muzzle move, words vibrating through the water, vapor, something, some kind of sign that was saying something. I could feel it, but I couldn't understand what he said. Why? Holy ding dong. Ugh. You okay, kid? Actually, wait. Why don't I just pin this? Yeah. We'll pin this for, like... There we go. Yeah. There you go. You okay, kid? You okay, kid? I bolt upwards. Fuck, I dozed off. I'm already trying to pretend that I've been awake. The Haram mode is over. You can basically go back to normal now. Yeah, doing fine. Just listening to music. What's up? You didn't touch your oatmeal. Well, dinner's ready. You want me to bring it in or something? No, it's fine. I'll be right out. I moved a little too fast and I dropped my bag clear of the bed with a loud clatter. The laptop sliding out along the floor, feather with it. The letter falling on top of the pile, right in line of sight of the door. Hey, you okay? He barges in, a concerned look at his face, which makes sense. It was pretty loud. I'm already scrambling to pick up the feather and... Oh, he's going to see the feather. And the letter, hastily tucking them under the covers of the vain effort to hide them. But there's no way he didn't see it. I can already see his expression shift. You got another letter from them. Huh. It wasn't a question, I know. I know he's not angry with me, but it's so hard to not already feel a panic welling up. I didn't want this to happen. I feel so guilty about it. It's my dad's fault for doing this, for putting Ren into this situation where he has to stop everything in his life to take care of me. But he's not even around to deal with it. He just gets to live in the sky and send bad news to us. Hey, you wanna watch something while we eat? Whatever you want. I nod my head. He doesn't have to try so hard over this stuff. I shove the letter and the feather into the pocket of my jeans and I guess I head on out into the living room. There's a moment where I look at him, see the smile he's putting on, trying to play it cool. Like we both don't know it's another letter explaining why they can't take care of me. They can't take me. Oh, the green letter is like a denial of going to the upper areas or something like that, I imagine. I want to run up to him and hug him tight, to start weeping about how unfair this week has been. It gets me every time that he gets hurt by my dad's actions way more than me, and yet I can't bear it. I almost feel numb now, hearing once every month or two about how things are rough financially. But hey, he's got a small promotion, or he did well in whatever fantasy baseball season. Wow, John is already 2 years old, and it's exciting and scary for him for some reason. Like he has this big, new, better life. A life without me in it. Here. Get something going. I gotta finish things up in the kitchen. He heads over to the kitchen area, leaving me in the main room. Right time to pick something to watch. I can't help but feel at least a little anxious about this. Mum had a famously low tolerance for art she didn't care for, and it made it hard to develop interest in a lot of things. Apparently, he was given this TV from Jeremy when the plan was made to move up. A parting gift for taking care of me. I'm always going to try to not think about that right now. I just put on whatever he saw last, or maybe risk putting on an anime, or make it easy. Just make it easy. We don't want to rock the boat or anything like that. Also, I'm afraid to say, but a 3-minute ad break's about to start, so you know what that means.
I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by.
This war is a people's war against the system that spiraled out our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them. Defeat them. Gut them. If I want to kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go on the multi-stream on YouTube. Because I also do multi-streaming, so as a result, you can see 2 things at once. Hopefully. But yeah, based ad hater. We all hate them ads. And let's face it, if it were up to us, we'd execute anyone that thinks, oh, but how are we supposed to make money? I'll tell you how to make money. It's called, have you ever heard of a strip club? you middle-aged whore. Anyway, I could just put on what, yeah, I'll make it easy. I turn on the TV and select the streaming service he was on most recently. He has a pretty firm habit of rewatching old sitcoms while cooking. Maybe not that then. I just try to remember what he was to me about the other day. Some weird show about people making a true crime podcast. Sure, I'll get that set up. First ever streamer to select Make It Easy. Do you want to know why I wanted to make it easy? I didn't want to make things awkward. I'm a shy bloke. I'm a shy man. I can't be I can't be rocking the boat that already is basically on the verge of capsizing. I'm scared. But if I wanted to watch an anime, it would have probably have been, let's say, trying to catch up on One Piece. I'm still on episode 9, I will admit. But only over 1,000 to go. Am I right in saying that, or am I right in saying that? But yeah, I'm picking the make it easy option. It's how I see things. The main room blends into the kitchen at the back of it, and the dining, living area here. It's the biggest room in the house, but it's not huge to be sure. I peek over at the kitchen zone. I don't usually go in there unless I'm grabbing something out of the fridge. That's kind of his domain. He says he's going to teach me to cook one day, though. I don't know. I'm already struggling to keep one basil plant alive, and he's given me. Ren has it all together, though. I don't know how he works as hard as he does, but here he is, scouring recipes from friends and co-workers, finding people who grow fresh produce around the city. I mean, no one goes through the effort, I'm pretty sure. Down here, it's all pre-packaged foods or work-hosted cafeterias. If your job is fancy enough, real food rarely travels through the shelves. And yet, here he is, making one of the staple dishes. He's steaming some canned black beans with some chopped onions and garlic, chili powder that he pulverized himself. He often laments not being able to source fresh avocado, but there's no way. There's no way, right? I don't know where you could even get them by now, outside of a vague memory of being back in the countryside. For now, he has some prepackaged guacamole out, a bottle of lime juice, but it's all worth it for the big reveal. He has come out of his bedroom with a king's bounty. Bell peppers, radishes, fresh herbs tucked between his digits. Legend has it that he has saved for years to fulfill his bedroom with planters, seeds, soil bags, watering cans, and those big UV lamps. It really did a big number on his budget. But he's making it work. Rounding out the bigger veggies, he has more herbs. A much bigger basil plant in case I mess mine up. Thyme, calintro, as well as some leafy greens, spinach, and kale mostly. This all... I'm trying to use words. This is the part where I have to remember the devs are German and I can't even pronounce this word. By the way, thank you. Hopefully, welcome back from the ads. Hopefully you didn't hang yourself in the meantime. I know I would have. This all... culminates in these moments. Fried up with some onions, the peppers. I didn't write anything in this. Not a German word to be seen here. Except for marks, if I'm not mistaken. Which is a currency, if I'm not mistaken. The peppers got cooked and placed atop the beans in the tortillas that he had earlier toasted up. Next, he adds the less visibly impressive prepackaged guac, but then adds the thin radish slices atop that, the sharper color, more vibrant, paired with some shredded cheese and grape... You're making me hungry, by the way. Grape tomato slices. That all looks pretty good to me. I moved to set the trays up, but he's already taken care of it. Forks set up, old plastic glasses filled with filtered water. It's something of a common superstition here. You need to double filter your water. Ugh. I feel a pang of guilt as I get closer to take a seat at the couch. Have I been holding up dinner this whole time? I want to try and find something else to do, but I love food. I can't help myself. I know. Hey, we are all... we all love food in our own way. Hey, just before we start. Fuck, he's already here with the food. Yeah? Should I try to stop this? He already looks uncomfortable. His gait's not meeting mine anymore. Look, you don't have to do this. Do it now, or whatever. But if you wanted to, maybe after dinner we could look at that letter together. No matter what happens, it's not like you're getting kicked out or anything. Just, you know, it could be important. He doesn't even sound that convinced about it. Why should he? How could either of us believe that whatever's in this letter could be anything other than another excuse? And if so then, why? Why is he trying to comfort me? Trying to talk like I'm going to have a breakdown over this? We both know what's going to happen. What's the point? Am I really that volatile? That unstable or whatever? You don't have to think about it now. Look, let's just eat for now. What are we watching? The two of us sit down and he presses play. Ah, right. I forgot where we left off. Uh-oh. I think we just found out that the deaf guy isn't the killer. Right. The show keeps going. It's surprisingly funny. The elk that one of the three mains is apparently an old school comedy legend, and the pine martens opposite him an old comedy partner. I like it because the mink lady is surprisingly grounded. She was mocked a lot online for her early work, but she's surprisingly mature and compelling to watch. I don't know. It's kind of interesting now. By the time we finish up with the show, I've settled down a little, at least. I wasn't nearly as wound up, and before long, I even noticed that I was kind of holding the letter in my hoof. Gwen's trying to not look at me, trying to keep the pressure off as he finishes his beer. I don't want to read this. But maybe I should. Maybe read the damn letter. I look at Ren and give a nod. Okay. Whatever this is, I can get through it. I tear the corner up and pull the envelope apart. Then, taking the letter, unfolding it. Henry! Just letting you know that things have been getting more expensive here. Your stepmother and I have been struggling to make ends meet, especially with Isaac needing an extra year in school. June's growing bigger every day. Then Gwen's worried that she's sensitive to something in the house. So we're taking her to get looked at by the doctor. And I guess my contribution to the house is writing this letter to you. I don't want this to do this. Y'all definitely don't deserve a few more years. But Gwen has been reminding me that you are a grown man now. 23 is huge. I can't believe I missed so much already. If only ticket prices weren't so bad. I could at least visit. We could watch TV again. Oh, do you remember Father Lawrence? It's been ages since I taught Sunday school with him back in the countryside. But he's sent me a letter the other day, reminiscing. I explained to him that I've been struggling to figure out what to do to best help you, and he's offered to set you up with a job there. You've been teaching, and I know you like doing that. These things have really changed a lot. For some reason, no one seems to like Henry's dad. Yeah, because he's a cheapskate. Because he's a cheapskate that basically ran off to the flying pagoda without him. Without Ren. Wait, not Ren. Sorry, Henry. Maybe it's the heart burst that this happens. Your stepmother is very distressed that this call has to be made. But it is the only option we have. I don't think we are going to be able to bring you uphill. But I know you have a truly kind spirit. And that kindness and wit you have about you would be so real good to the people. I provided Father Lauren's contract information if you want to get in touch. Hoping that we can at least visit someday soon, kiddo. Love, Jeremy. Henry, your dad sucks.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Pretty much. Hey, Reactbot. What do you think of Henry's dad in this sense?
Yeah, they're definitely on the naughty list.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even think about it. I just start to laugh a little without noticing. Ren looked very serious, but he wasn't moving. It looked like he was rereading it over my shoulder. I'm sorry. I don't even know why I said that. I feel the need to compel to. He's upset. How could he not be? He wasn't supposed to have me for more than half a year. That's what they said at the beginning. And it's been 6 now. 6 whole years! He's probably been hanging out on the hope that one of these letters could finally get me out of this house. And now? No. Don't apologize. He's speaking through gritted teeth now. God, he must be so mad. Listen, Henry. We'll make this work, okay? We're not going to let you go without a roof over your head. If this is what Jeremy's choice is, then so be it. I wish he didn't sound so shaken up by this. As much as I try and remind myself that this isn't my fault, that Ren's been supportive and that I shouldn't feel this bad, I can't help but feel like I'm ruining his life. Didn't he want to start a family or even just use my room to expand his garden? Something. It's okay. My voice cracks a little. Stop it. I could just get another job. I can work hard. I could get in touch with this priest or... Don't feel like you have to do anything. I'm just going to give Jeremy a call. Please don't bother. What's the point? I'm never going to see him now. I don't think I want to. It isn't about that. You're his son. What does he think he's doing? Treating you like that? His voice has rised. He's wound up, frustrated. But suddenly his expression has shifted, like he's looking at something. I feel it. The feather had slipped out of my pocket, poking partially out when I pulled the letter out. Oh no. You pick up someone's feather? His tone is hard to place, like he's trying to ask an innocent question, but we both know where the feathers come from, and it wasn't outside. I think, had the letter not shown up, I'd have talked about this more honestly. I have wanted to ask him about this. Instead, I quickly shove it back into my pocket, shrugging. Saw it outside. Thought it looked nice. I don't know many people around with green feathers. Is that weird? Ren's expression twists oddly, like he's trying to see right through me. Finally, he rubs his muzzle and gets up from the couch. Look, I was saving this for a special occasion, but I think we both need something tonight. Wait a minute, yeah? I hesitate about to ask, but he's already up, moving into the kitchen. He's messing with some things, pulling some others from areas I haven't seen him get things from in a while. Something from the fridge, some other things from the pantry shelf. You know, it's really hard to track some of this down. Harder still to hide it for a special occasion. He's still in the kitchen, calling back to me as he starts working again. I look over and see him pulling out these packaged little yellow cakes. From there, he grabs a carton from the fridge. I vaguely remember that getting put in the other day. Now it's being poured out in a slightly dented metal bowl. He's pulled out a whisk not long after. The room fills with a rhythmic sound of him beating the cream in the bowl. It's oddly pleasant to hear, like something I imagine you could hear in the kitchen of a nice restaurant up top. I should do something, right? Put on some music. He filled my bed with gasoline. Her mind's made up. The love is gone. I grab the remote for the TV and swap it to Stripe.fm. As their logo, a tiger and a zebra standing back to back with earpods in, jostles around on the screen, the site loading up. I glance back. I'm curious, of course, what he's doing there, but I can see him. His expression has lightened up considerably. He seemed to really care about this stuff. Maybe I should ask him for more advice on that myself. Maybe he'd like to teach me some things. The site finally loads up and I move to one of the live channels. This one that came up recently has been a weird pick. The DJs all seem to constantly have bizarre little bits to them, running gags and whatnot. Listening to it now, it seems like one of the DJs has died and the other are all trying to come up with increasingly bizarre situations. Weird program. Might as well keep it going. It's not much longer until he arrives, showing off the fruits of his labor. They weren't very big. 2 mini cakes stacked on top of each other on my plate, a layer of whipped cream in the middle. What looked like strawberries that had been cooked down. Not too much that it's a full-on jam or something, but like they were adorned in this thick syrup. There was more whipped cream and strawberries on top. Now, temper your expectations. The strawberries I managed to get weren't the freshest, so I had to make them into a sauce. They preserve better that way. But you know, the effect should... Well, I should look nicer than this. I could have spruced up the whipped cream a little more, too, come to think of it. I'm already taking a bite. I look up at him and smile, partially to try and show that it's good. And it is. It's a little on the sweet side, but it's mostly blurring out of my head already. I'm too caught up in this. In the act of him doing it in the first place, he sacrificed so much already. His future, his plans, his living space, and even things he was saving. Special occasions shouldn't be when your nephew gets abandoned by his dad, and yet here I am, eating his preserved strawberries, and I know I should feel happy, and I know I should feel happy, right? Part of my brain is insisting that I recognize that this is a sign that he loves me, that he cares about me, and he wants to affirm that he's going to look after me as long as he can. These thoughts alone threaten to bring me to tears. This is a big gesture, and I just can't seem to enjoy it. I didn't even realize how tired I am until I got back to my room. I collapsed into my bed instantly. Everything feels like it's swimming in my head at once. I have a thought to turn my lights off so that way Ren doesn't think I'm sulking, but I don't think I'm going to make it at this rate. I think that's the last clear thought in my head. Just swimming anxieties about what's going to await me on the other side of this. Din 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 din. Henry. Ah, we're back at the bar again. That voice. I jump up, lifting my head off the bar top. It's him again. Just thinking you wanted another drink. He's as pleasant as ever. Calm, lyrical tone to his voice as he prepares something for someone else. He's adding grapefruit juice into a glass of something, topping with a little club soda. Once he slips in a slice of grapefruit and a sprig of rosemary, he passes it off to some raccoon I don't think I recognize. As with most people here, whatever his face was slipped out of my mind in an instant. Again, can't I just sleep in peace? Well, things would run a little smoother for you if you weren't in such a high demand. High demand? Part of the deal here. Unfortunately, you've been running about, and people are starting to notice. Out there. I'm not doing anything, though. Just my normal day shift. Maybe then people are thinking of you anyway. A persistent presence in some life could mean things here are as well, after all. A fixation in someone's mind, perhaps. You're not making sense. What? People are obsessing about me, and now I fall asleep more? Ah, apologies. This is merely speculation on my part. That being said, I do believe your presence is being requested. I can tell someone's staring at me. In the preparatory, it never stops in this place. Hey, yo! It's that wolf again, I think! Leaning up against the wall in the dark evening jacket, that black wolf was watching me. He seems perplexed. I quickly turn back to the bartender, who's smiling innocently enough, passing me another cider. Yes, cider! You're in luck! It's always a relief when someone in your position gets to meet a familiar face. I don't know how to process what he's telling me. Just taking another sip of the drink. I know that's pretending I don't see him in kind of... I know that pretending I don't see him is kind of pointless. He sees me, and in this place, I know what it means, that it's only a matter of time before he comes over. The bartender explained it to me once, something about being on the menu or something. Some folks here have these weird qualities to them, things that change how they function in Pandora's box. People like me. Perfect prey. I think that's what he called me once. Always hunted wherever I show up. I cannot find peace or solitude here, no matter what happens, no matter what I want. Most nights I dream about this place. I end up with strangers. People whose faces feel indistinct. Those are the scariest nights. Tonight, though... Yo! Who are you? The wolf is here, huh? Sitting next to me, looking at me, then looking away. I realize looking at him, now that... His face... It's hit... No, it's not. I don't think I've ever seen him before. But I can't see his face. Clear as day, he's oddly thin for a wolf. He looks young. Maybe younger than me. But stern. Upset. Frustrated? It's hard to read. Almost like he's rather not be here. I can empathize, if nothing else. Huh? Henry? I'm... You know. Henry, I'm, you know. I don't even know how to begin to explain why I suspect he's drawn to me. Why he's been staring at me. I glance back at the bartender for help, but he only smiles and gets back to work. Henry? Weird. I'm gonna do the camp voice for this one. His brow furrows. Why weird? My mom's husband has a son named Henry, apparently. Lamau awesome. He's sipping a drink that's here for him inexplicably. Dark-coloured cola in there by the sight of it. He's a dear, too. He's known a guy named Jeremy. You! It's you! Do you see this shit we have bought?
Unironically, the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No, it's not cool. It's not cool. This is the person that's been fucking your dad. He's fucked your dad. He's been fucking your dad. He speaks in a kind of effortless confidence. This is Gwen. Oh. She's been fucking your dad! This is Gwen? I think you're a little off base, is what you're saying. Sorry. Like, we both know he's in control here. It takes me a moment to double take on the name. That's my dad! Oh. The wolf frowns a little. I'm Isaac. Oh, Gwen's the one for... Wait, then who... I'm getting a bit confused. Gilgi and Valadrent. I'm just... I know that name. Isaac. Isaac was the name of Gwen's son. You're the son of Gwen of the mother. You're the son of the mother whose dad's... Wait. You're the son of the mother whose fucking my dad. Alright, we're picking up the pace. So, I don't know what to say. He's living with my dad. You got that? Okay, I put pieces together. I'm putting pieces together. My autism is rounding it up. So, I don't know what to say. He's living with my dad. I don't know. I saw you, and I guess you caught my eye or something. Isaac brows furrows, uncertain, like he doesn't know why he's here. He lives up in the Sky Pagoda, one of the richest places in the world. I've seen you around here before. Making conversation with the son that was part of the excuse after excuse on the way on why I had to be left behind. Yeah, a lot of people have. You got that. Thank you. I want to be furious at him, but I'm just staring. Watching him tap the rim of his glass. I should be mad. I think I just feel empty. I guess. You're... I want to say it. He's my dad's new son. It doesn't matter. I don't like my family anyway. With the new baby around, they just don't give a shit about me anymore. Aren't you part of the family? Isaac looks away in a huff. Charity case, more like. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's not like I was given any details on him any beyond him being there and costing a lot of money. I don't want to talk about it here. It's weird. I don't want to talk about it here. It's weird. Now he glances over at the bartender. He's busying himself by rimming a glass with salt, passing a lime wedge on a dish over to some big dog. He was sitting right there, but he didn't seem to notice. It's not like I can talk to you anywhere else. I sip my cider, sighing a little. I'm struck with an odd feeling, but it's good. Calming, honest, almost. We're just talking. It's fine. I can see him, staring at me, perplexed, still no doubt. But there's something else there, here. He's thinking about something. I watch him take another sip after me. You live down here, on the shelves, yeah? Yeah. Don't think I've ever been. I was in an orphanage in Basin before getting picked up through this church program or whatever it was. He's putting on some effort to open up, it seems. I guess knowing where I live made it clear that the likelihood of us taking in person or reality is pretty slim. The desert town at the bottom of the block, right? Can't say I've ever been. Mom and Dad and I used to live in the countryside. Oh. He shifts a little. I don't think he seems to know what to make of any of this information. I keep giving him... And yet, I'm watching him carefully. This is the closest I've ever gotten to my dad's new life. Here, in a dream club, with his son-in-law. You know, I can hear them arguing. I can hear them arguing about it. They do? Do I even want to know what they're even arguing about? It almost feels surreal to hear what they even would be. I don't really pay attention. I just hear your name come up and when they fight. Sorry. He looks away from me, ears twitching as he drowns the rest of his drink. I glance at the bartender. He smiles back, already pulling out the soda faucet and filling up the next one. So, why are you here? Like, why are you talking to me? I already told you. I don't know. You're eye-catching, I think. Something like that. Isaac sounds uncertain, almost blurry himself. Can someone fall asleep inside of a dream? I feel myself reaching out, stopping myself before running my hoof into his head fur. Sorry. It's fine. I don't know. I feel weird. angry. Like I should be angry with you, but I'm not. Ah, thank you for the drink, Dragon. Absolutely good, and gotta keep my drainage up. Very good. I get that. I feel the same way. Why would I admit that? Why did I just say that to him? I watched the bartender slide another rum and coke to Isaac. He seems unresponsive though, like he's lost in thought. Yeah. His response even felt oddly dull. They promised to move me up with them once the money was better. That was like 6 years ago by now. My head's spinning. I feel worse, like something's winding all of my internal organs up in knots. I'm remembering how I was feeling with my uncle at dinner. Just more and more of this. I could get a break. I can't get a break anywhere. Even in my dreams, even in the place where random guys push me around and cut me up and make me. I just can't escape with them. What my fam fucking les. I heard tickets are expensive. Yeah, they are. You should visit anyway. There's gotta be a way. I look back at Isaac, perplexed, but seemingly he is too. Oh, thank you for the posture check. Ow. And thank you for the biscuits, I'll have those later. But seemingly he is too. He's also kind of thrown that he'd say such a thing. How? I don't make a lot of money, and my uncle doesn't either. Maybe we can find a way. It'd be worth it. Make them have a deal with their dumb shit. Why do we have a Lex Luthor stream? A1, 1A. But, yeah. I've decided to take away the hat. You're now just gonna see bald upon bald upon bald streams from now on. Hopefully you enjoy that. And I recently just shaved it. Although I did shave it multiple times just to be more open about it, really. I don't even mind that he kind of called me his family's dumb shit. He didn't mean it like that. It'd be worth seeing Gwen lose it. It'd be worth seeing Gwen lose it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't sound confident in this, I know. Yeah? I'm watching him shift more, a flick of his ears. He's uncomfortable again. Before I can comment on it, he's standing up. I'll be back. I'll be back. He mumbled through that sentence and ran off. I knew it was to the bathroom, a room I've never seen in this place, but I mean, I guess it has them. Hey, wait! I snap out of the haze enough to realize that suddenly I'm nervous. Wait, he's the guy that's like targeting me or whatever. I needed this more than I realized. A visit without... I stumble to my hooves, wobbling, but as soon as I make a move for it, I ram headlong into a stranger. Oh! Oh my fucking god! I look at him, but without seeing his face, all I can really piece together is green feathers. It all clicks in my head already. You're fucking my uncle! You're fucking my uncle! Have you been the one fucking my uncle? Have you been the one fucking my uncle? Have you been the one fucking my uncle? Could this be Ren's mystery guest? I can't see his face, no matter how I stare, eyes wide. Ren. That confirms it, but my head's spinning more. No, wait, no, I need to know. Who are you? Don't you know? I haven't seen you in here. Please, you know my uncle, don't you? You know Ren. Wait, your uncle? Fuck, are you the kid then? He seems suddenly frustrated. It's hard to tell outside of the tone of voice. My head's spinning more. Please, not yet. The kid. I'm Henry. What are you doing to my uncle? Exactly what I'm paid to. What the fuck does it matter to you? Get out of my business! Hey, man, wait. He leans in, and for a moment, I feel like I catch some discernible trait, a flash of his eyes, a tiny smirk, though it's suddenly harder to tell on birds. You're cute. In over your head in here, straggling. What? What? You're gonna play innocent? Poor little lost doe. This is what happens when you snoop, you know? I feel a sudden chill as he gets closer, familiar talons closing in. I've been here before, with him like this. How long have you been here? Showing up here? It can't be long. You're not even marked yet. And people like you get marked fast. If I were you. He punctuates this with a sudden grip around my neck. Okay, talons cutting into me just a bit. Just enough to draw blood again. I make my peace with things fast. No one gets out of this place unscathed, kid. Okay. Oh, and I'm passed out. It's 3 a.m. It's dark in my room. I'm absently rubbing my neck where the stranger grabbed me. Already details about him felt like they were sliding out of my mind. A blanket had been placed over me. Renz must have checked in on me after I went to bed. Part of me wonders when the last time either my mom or dad did something like that with me. Almost reflexively, I think about my mother's most severe moments, where she was chastising me about homework, about goals in my life, about how much of a mess my room is. Things that dig into my brain, things I know are probably unhealthy to linger on. Curling up in my blanket, I think of other, deeper, older memories of her. The way she used to gently sing this song to me as a fawn. Her voice so fragile and lyrical and pretty. I've never heard this song sung by anyone ever. Just a little tune about sleeping under the evening stars, dreaming away the hours. It's basically gone the moment I stop thinking about it. It's hard to not feel alone sometimes. Like the feeling of being left behind by everyone you know. Even living with someone. It's too much. Overwhelming to think about. What? What did that version of my mother hope would be my life? Would it look like this now? Haunted by my dreams? Hunted in my working hours? God, I need some more help. More sleep. Back to sleep. By some mercy, I wake up without dreaming again. Or if I did, it was with no memory of it. I feel like I'm in a haze. He's the sleepiest boy. I feel like most of, like, the honk... But, yeah, I feel like this place, is more of a dream sequence, like a getaway location in Henry's head. But yet, somehow, like something out of Catherine. You ever play the game Catherine? It feels like something out of Catherine. Moving on. Renton's already... Have I ever? I may have a video on Catherine Lamar. Yo! I honed in! By the way, just so all of you know, I chose the Catherine with a K because it was 10 years ago, and I was basically nervous as hell to think of any form of freedom. Because I was scared, because I didn't want to be the kind that basically was doing anything with anyone else. I'm that kind of guy. I'm the, oh, yes, honey, I wouldn't do anything to basically be interfering with anything. All I've got to say. Ren's already up from the lingering smell of pancakes in the air. Right. I bought milk. I get up, feeling worse almost immediately, unsteady on my hooves, just keeping it together. This game is worth replaying with a fully developed frontal lobe. I assume with the not safe for work feature on, so to speak. And also not streaming. After putting on some semblance of an outfit, I creep out into the kitchen area. Morning! You sleep okay? Ren's smiling, flipping a pancake in the air, showing off, sure, but he's earned it if nothing else. I'm already moving to get the butter and syrup. I guess, yeah. I don't want to bring up last night, and he seems to not want to either. At least, probably fine. Probably for the best. Anyone on the docket today? I think I'm free. I was planning on going to the library on the 32nd floor. I hear they help folks with, like, job applications and stuff. Ren gave a nod as I set the butter and syrup out on the counter. He passes me a plate to take into the living room. I can't help but wonder if he's still thinking about the letter, too. Just don't work too hard, okay? Things aren't so dire that you need to get another job or else. I just don't want to weigh you down or anything. Kid, we got a roof over our heads. My job's not that stressful. We make enough to keep going. You aren't burdened on me, okay? Me, okay? He's definitely still thinking about last night. I gave a nod, though, cutting a piece of pancake slathered in butter and syrup. Oh! Pancakes! Ooh, already I'm hungry. I know. God, they're good, too. Rich and buttery and flake. Oh, I'm hungry! God damn it. Knowing him, he probably tucked all the worst looking ones under the stack too. They look almost fought already. Ren is such a perfect uncle. The best unk known to man. I feel the pang of guilt again. I can't keep stressing him out. Of course, I can't respect your effort to find your own way and whatnot. Just trying to reassure you that you have a home, no matter what. Yeah? I smiled back at him, taking another good bite. Fuck, okay. I have to pull out of this gloom. The fans are yearning for the Ren route. What do you mean the Ren route? What do you mean the Ren route? Huh? I'm gonna go up to the library anyway. Why don't I pick up a book for you? What are you thinking? Getting a tomato hookup sounds pricey. People may want our radishes and basil or whatever. I bet we could grow our own. Ren's smile grows wider. He's catching onto my game. They're pretty big plants and can get pretty fussy if we can get something together space-wise. I may need help tending to it. Then I guess I'll learn some tips on how to do that from you. Maybe I can help out on the garden and you're at work or something. You know, you don't have to work to earn your keep. I know, but I still gotta look for a book on this. Ren rolls his eyes, clearly amused, but appreciative. Far be it for me to deny you. Fine. Finish up breakfast and get going, okay? I'm more than happy to finish breakfast. It's feeling indulgent even. I don't really get why some things are easier to get on than others. Butter, flour, sugar are all relatively cheap. In a weird way, I suspect that it's probably cheaper to eat cake than it is to eat actual food. Regardless, with that out of the way, I have a goal. I clean up and start my way out. Mum did always tell me that structure is important. Yeah. Moving on. Elevator? Nope, we're just in this area. It's another dusty afternoon. The sun's sitting high, and it makes the temperature in the shelves very lopsided. It's gotten much cooler out in the general, but there will be spotches of the structure even this far down that will still be way too hot to the touch. At least when it's winter, it's more consistently cold. And I'm in the elevator. I'm on the lift before long, now finally trying to process what exactly I've promised my uncle here. I don't know if I know enough about gardening to even begin to ask for help finding a book on it. The lift is humming along while I fret about this. At the very least, the library will give me a quiet place to collect my thoughts. Besides, it's not like I'm actually going to look for work there. I may glance at stuff, sure. Maybe ask the librarian for help. But I know that I'm here to keep looking for that hunter. He looked so different. His clothes were distinct enough that it didn't even feel like I've seen enough else wearing them. I want to believe that it felt almost like something from the old war times. Maybe it was some kind of replica of that. It's too hard to get reliable information on that, though. And now we're in the library, a new scene. Hey, the librarian! You're a new one. What voice should I give her? I know what you've said. What voice should I give? I know what you've said. No, I gave that to Isaac. Oof. Come on, think. Just gotta use my brain for a moment. I know what you've said. Isadora, please keep your voice down. The librarian's stern whisper is piercing, enough that everyone in the main lobby in the library heard it, no doubt. All at once, I'm drawn to the woman at the desk, watching them bicker. It seems like a slow enough day here. Only one librarian at the desk, though she seems pretty busy with the panther lady. Look, sorry, okay? Can I just... You have any history books on the block? Something... Oh, wait. You have any history books on the block? Something. I just need something to go on. She seemed pretty pushy, and the poor librarian was looking more and more exhausted by the moment. Listen, Isadora, I do not want to be party to more than your wild internet ramblings. It would be fine if you were just curious, you know? Curious about the world, inquisitive, something, but you just keep making all of these disturbing articles. And for what? Why? Who wants to hear these horrible things? Isadora looks away at this, huffing, crossing her arms. She looks mean. Violent, almost. Like she's about to lose her temper. Oh, the librarian's a lady. I've got just the voice for her. Without realizing, I feel myself tensing at this. Something's going on inside me. Like a burning revulsion. Can't she just leave this poor librarian alone? I care about the truth of things. I've heard that gunshot a week ago, and there's suddenly nothing. I went up to the clinic up in 10th. No one wanted to help. Isadora, be quiet. This is a library. I have a double take at this. Wait, she heard it? She knows about it. I stopped myself from blurting out what I saw this too. I can't trust her to not try and grill me. But I remember the clinic on the 10th floor. I don't know where that is on the 10th floor, but I wonder. Any information we have on the war isn't gonna help you with your make-believe story. I don't want to be dragged into one of your scandalous tales. Please leave. I watch Isadora's brow furrow, fangs showing off. Again, I worry about this librarian, but she's eventually sighs. Fine. Sorry for wasting your time. Just go. The clinic on the 10th. Apparently that's where the hunter was moved to. He is real. Someone else saw him. Not even just this Isadora lady. Someone there, a doctor, a nurse, someone else. That also means that he might even be alive. I guess that would make sense. I've seen him in Pandora's box, but it's good to know that he's real. Without thinking about it, I realized that I've been following her, leaving the library after her, trailing her into the lift. She must be going on to the clinic. She shoots me a glance, but doesn't seem to care one way or another about my presence here. Maybe I just read like any other random person, just taking the lift up, just like her. Isadora, my beloved, she's cute. She is definitely cute. God, what the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to keep a low profile, watching the floors tick up. 31, 30, 29. Ugh. This is going to be an excruciating ride. I quickly pull out my earphones. I have to at least pretend that I'm not listening in on her, watching her, following her. Just gotta take a breath. It's gotta be fine. Except maybe it won't be. It stops here, floor 27. We're still in the lower part of the shelves. The lift door is sliding open, and I watch Isadora storm out. Was this her home? Why did I not even consider that she could just be heading home? I quickly scamper out before it closes, trying to keep my distance. Am I really going to follow her to her house? Do I even know what's on this floor? It all just looks the same for now. Same tight-knit cluster of buildings, storefronts, warehouses, apartment complexes. But soon enough, she's moving more further into the alley. It's getting really difficult to not look like I'm following her like this, but with this sun out, we arrive. This entire time, she didn't look back once. Didn't even think about the idea that I'd be following her. I'm stunned. Looking at this is some kind of nightclub, right? Nightclubs, especially this low in the shelves, tends to try and rip off Pandora's box. They have their own little insignias. They have their own kind of mythos feel. They sort of fear that sort of thing. Hell, some of them even try and capture that what Pandora looks like. This place, by the looks of it, it's called the Breaking of Artemis. This isn't encouraging to see. Oh, but what is she doing here? I barely have time to wonder before, in broad daylight, she's pounding on the front door. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hera! Open up! I know Ace is in there! Stern and aggressive already. What the fuck is happening? I have money! I know he takes day ships! Open up! After that, the door unlocks and opens steps, and out steps a very intimidating wolf, who seems particularly upset. Hard to wonder why. Ooh, Hera! What the fuck is your problem? I'm just gonna do that one. What the fuck is your problem? I'm honestly surprised Isadora seemed undaunted by this. I'm pretty sure if that lady yelled at me, I would have gone running. I told him I'd be coming back! He said he's fine seeing me again. Why the fuck are you trying to hide him from me? You're not in any position to come to my place of business and pound on the door, demanding horrors in broad daylight, cunt. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. She said it. She said it. She said the cunt word. I need to see him again. He's in here. I'm a paying customer. Ladies. Ladies, please. Oh, wait. Ladies, please. A different voice cuts in, and Hera has to open the door wider as a bird in a white open top with a mesh undershirt slips through, glancing between the two women. Madam Hera is now British. That's canon. Oh, that's canon. What the fuck? Okay. The thing is, with that voice, that's just how she talks. Okay. I could swear his gaze passes over to me briefly before returning to the ongoing conflict. If the panther bitch wants a round two, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Despite his smug look, this guy is pretty harsh to her. His tone is firm, kind of mean, like he was looking down at Isadora this entire time. I honestly can't say I blame him, but she was resolute as ever, looking back his way. Yo! You recovered well enough. Ah, you must be the one that got shot. She seemed almost smug about it. This is exactly why I'm putting a stop to this. Last time you two went into a VIP lounge, I had to pay for cleaners to scrub the blood out of everything. This is one of my favorite outfits for Ace. Hey, it fits him, like on a tee. The mesh shirt with the white leather core outling, open and shut with the belt to match. And the blue hair. Oh, stellar! This wouldn't happen if you got furniture that's easier to clean in there. No one's paying extra for fucking plastic furniture. Okay? No, of course not. They're paying to see me. You smug piece of shit. You smug piece of shit. You two are not coming back in there. Don't take the medical bills out of your paychecks like last time. I said I didn't need medical attention. You're too valuable to let you bleed out of the VIP lounge over. Keep that in mind next time you have to work overtime to eat. I'll just ask one of my customers to buy me dinner. Easy. Hera glances at Ace like you could kill him. She could kill him. Fine. Kill yourself for all I care. With that, Hera storms back inside, slamming the door loud enough to make me jump. Now it just these two, deadlocked, glaring at each other. Now what the fuck are you here for then? You heard the boss. Unless you're willing to cover rent, I'm not following you home. I have other clients, shows to do. The boundary. You need to show me where you went. I can provide equipment, protection. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ace seems mildly annoyed over such a bizarre proposition. Why anyone would want to try and explore the boundary, even through a professional organization, much less independently. What on earth could she possibly be after? I know what you did out there. I just need to know what it is you saw. You don't need shit! I'm not interested, so fuck off! Oh. Credit to this panther. She is fearless. Still undaunted. You aren't now, but you know I can make it worth your time. You aren't that great in bed, sweetheart. Don't flatter yourself. Shut up! You know what I could get. I could get the proper gear in order. You know that I'm immune. And you know that I'm your best shot through the boundary. The only issue is that you hate me. I wonder if a personal grudge will keep you away from what you want forever. I'm shocked. I still can't understand why anyone would want to do this in the first place. The boundary is already bizarre and dangerous. Stories of what happened to people who try to brave it. How it damages their psyche, like a miasma that unravels the mind. Even the limited exposure from the boundary storms. Ah, infamous. I'm lost in thought when I realize they stopped talking. They're staring at me instead. Oh no. Oh no. You have a van! If I had to give a shit about every weirdo that's ever stalked me out of some paranoid insecurity. I'm not stalking you. I just... Fuck, I answered without thinking. Hey kid, this is a brothel. Unless you're here for business, kindly get the fuck out of here. I thought she was going to the clinic. Oh, and also, the ads are unfortunately about to play, so you know what that means.
I've declared war
not because capitalism's a thorn in my side, around nostalgia for an America gone by.
This
War is a people's war against the system that spiraled out our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go on the multi-stream on YouTube. Henry, you fool. Henry just openly standing in an alleyway. Uh-oh. The clinic? Why? Don't you fucking dare! Leave the kid alone. Leave the kid alone, and while you're at it, leave me alone too. I saw the hunter. I just let it slip. I can't believe it. I just told her. I already told myself that I wasn't going to. You saw him? You know what? Ace, I'm out of here. Kid, come with me. We need to talk. I shouldn't. I should have Fuck, my breathing is getting faster. I can't help it. I'm starting to panic. No. They're both staring at me. I feel like I'm in trouble in a way I've never been before. Henry, you fool. 2x cover. Henry with 0 impulse control. At least give me your info. This is pathetic. Even for you. Fine. Just give me a sec. I'm fumbling with my phone. I'm fumbling with my phone, trying to block out a loud, obnoxious sigh from Ace. When I pull it out, though, the green feather slips out of my pocket, landing in a puddle gently.
Heckin' shonker.
Henry! Get the smoke bomb! I'm out of here! Okay. It's like time of froze. Ace is staring, stunned. The feather sits almost delicately on the puddle. But then, before long, the puddle starts to take a small green tint. I can't even think clearly. Ace is starting to move my way. I can't tell what he's thinking. When did I put that fucking feather in there? Wait. Kid, wait! The cringe is too much. I must be gone. I need to get out of here. I need some air. He's just staring at it like everyone's just staring at the fella like. Feather. That's my feather, but I don't have any feathers. It's my feather. I made it myself. The feather is where it needs to be. The feather. It's just the feather. It's just the feather. The feather. Green feather. Green feather. Green feather. 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 You know, that sort of thing, really. The awkwardness would be almost aplenty. It would really just be all too embarrassing. Y'all ever do something so embarrassing you just stood up and ran away immediately? I don't know if I have, but probably when I was young and just basically blocked it out of my mind or just forgot it because I didn't want to remember it. That sort of thing. But it's fair to say situations like this occur. I already hear Isadora's voice distantly. I've started running before I could even think about it. Panic has fully gotten the better of me. I've never felt quite as pathetic as I do now. I wanted this. I know that I wanted this. I went out trying to learn more about the hunter. I wanted to know who the feather belonged to. I wanted this. I fucking followed a random lady just to find out more about these things. And now, I'm running through the streets, hearing my hooves pounding along the pavement until it blends into the catwalk then back. Bounding around, turning corners, scrambling madly for something. I had to lose them. And I couldn't take the same lift back. Isadora would know that I'm trying to escape and try to cut me off there, right? That doesn't change anything, though. Even as I head towards another lift, one in the deep corner, wondering if I can push myself to even get to the... Just give me a moment. That sort of thing. That doesn't change anything, though. Even as I head towards another lift, one in the deep corner, wondering if I can push myself to even get to the Z lift. Z lift. Beautiful. Z lift? To get to Z lift. Z lift? Push myself to get to Z lift. Typo? I'm gonna assume it's a typo or the name of Z Street. Oh, Z Street. Z Street. My brain's having a moment. I apologize. It's already hurting. My lungs screaming, pain shooting up and down my body. I'm not in great shape, for endurance running, and I still can't stop thinking about where to go. How am I supposed to go home now? You're all good. How am I supposed to if Ace knows where I live? He must have made the connection that I got this feather from Ren's bedroom, right? I vaguely remember seeing someone like him in Pandora's box. I'm pretty sure he's already mistook me for him somehow. Fuck, I'm so screwed. I can feel my body begging me to stop. My heart is just padding away more and more, like everything's just going to collapse. I find a lift, I collapse into the corner, noticing that it's going up. I don't even care anywhere but here. Just riding up to 27 floors would give me some time to just rest. My breathing hurts. I've taken too many deep, fast breaths too quickly. It feels like I've strained something. It irritated my lungs up or something. I feel horrible. I can't even fully process what happened. Maybe some part of my brain will work this out, will realize that I'm panicking over nothing, but I can't see the end of it now. Just a sea of chaos and danger. I've clearly dug into things I shouldn't have. I look up to just check what floor I'm on now, after some time hearing the hum of the lift. Ding! Oh no! It's the fence! No! Oh, this is it for me. It's all over. It's all over. A Yorkshire Terrier, long trench coat, hat, just as before, just the same on the night. I remember the night on the lift. I saw him just like this. Moments before I heard a gunshot, and I knew it was him. Somehow I knew it's him. He's the one who shot the hunter. Don't cause a fuss. Don't cause a fuss, and everything will be okay. Stick him up, see? I'm just gonna give him that voice. The voice is, gravelly and quiet. Stick him up, see? I'm still gonna give it a low, threatening growl. Give it up, see? And no one gets hurt. No, that still sounds like, and no one gets hurt. And no one gets hurt. Yeah, we'll just do that. Brooklyn accent. Hey. A low, threatening growl permitting the air around is somehow. I'm breathing too fast. The pain shooting through my lungs. My heart is pounding faster. Everything hurts so much. No, I can't. What is he gonna do to me? I open my muzzle to speak, to say something. I need to get out of here. What happened? I feel myself trying to form the words to ask him what he did to the hunter. Why did he shoot him? Why has it messed my life up so much? Why do I have to suffer because of this? I'm starting to faint. Please, not now. I'm in so much danger. Please. Henry. Henry. Yes. I recognize that voice. Of course I do. I know where I am. Again. Please, not right now. I am so sorry. As I told you, this wouldn't be so troublesome if you weren't in such a high demand. I can't help that, you know. Are you certain? Are you sure that what you've been doing outside of these walls has no consequences here? I frown at that. What? What is he getting at? I am no expert in your goings and on outside, of course, but I hear murmurings, manage questions from other patrons about you. People here are talking about me? The bartender looks away for a moment, then pulls a glass out. Perhaps this would help entertain things better. The bartender's voice is so gentle, he's mixing a rum and coke again. I think. I can hear ice delicately clinking along the highball glass, and he streams the soda in. Rum and coke, that's my brother's favourite, I will say. I feel a dull pain is somehow painlessly creeping along my head and down my neck, like I should be hurting, but it may be best to rest a moment and consider your next move. Take a breath. You seem to have been under quite a bit of stress. I half expect another cider my way, but instead, he has what I think is a bottle of whiskey in a paw. He's pouring it over some ice in a separate glass. The ice is shockingly clear. I keep having these dreams here. I keep running into things about the hunter. I keep thinking about what that wolf has shown up here. I take a shuddering breath, like my body is trying to teach itself how to cry again. I think I tracked down my uncle's escort, or something, whatever he is. My eyes are stinging a little. The bartender hasn't passed either glass to anyone yet, but is instead working on a third one. He's pouring green liqueur into a nice glass. It's so bright and pretty. The glass is tall and nice. He's squeezing lime juice in compressing one of those juice presses. Next, a splash of vodka into it, staring it gently. Things are going to change in your life, Henry. He tops the glass with some club soda, then adds one of those candy cherries and sticks with a lime slice into it. The cherry looks surprisingly rich, not the usual artificial looking ones. It looks indulgent. I can't deny that I am a little curious. Something about watching him mix drinks has been oddly calming. Oh, do I get to choose? Before you are 3 options. From my best assessment, you can pursue the lone wolf, Isaac. He slides the rum and coke my way. Nah, you're good. You could try to find your missing hunter. He slides the whiskey on the rocks over next. Or you can learn more about the dancer, Ace. Finally, he slides the Midori sour along the counter. If you continue to run about, searching blindly, pursuing leads, lingering over shadows, things will only get worse. You'll keep getting dragged in on every violent carnal whim. I frown at this more, staring at the glasses before me. It may be best, in this case, to focus on one of your options before you. It is important to have structure in your life, no? After all, as perfect prey, that kind of discipline could do you some good. We will respect your decision moving forward, of course. Please take your moment before deciding. 3 strangers. 3 bizarre paths forward. It all kind of makes sense in my head. Somehow making it more would be better this way. Just focus on one problem at a time. Yeah, maybe that's the way. Maybe I should collect my faults on them first. Let's start with Isaac. It's hard not to think about him. After everything my family's been doing to me since the move 6 years ago, I can't help but feel like this is a real opportunity. I don't know Pandora's box could help me get out of the sky pagoda, but the possibility of it happening is almost too tantalizing to pass up. I could see what life would be like up there with them. Maybe my dad would take me in. Finally do what he was supposed to. But mostly, I keep thinking about Isaac. He seemed upset, frustrated in solidarity. Like he's trying not to have anything in his life bother him, but failing to do so. I don't know if my presence would just aggravate him more. The hunter? Adam! Okay, it's scary considering what must have appeared to happen to him. He seemingly vanished in the night, but that terrier is still around, and that is a Dora lady. As much as I don't like her, she may be the only other person in the city who knows about him. Maybe the clinic does too, big boy. But how would I even make that work? You can't even see anything. I know I can't, but I can see is all I'm saying. Wolf balls are unfortunately optional. What can I hope to do if people are trying to keep him hidden anyway? Why was he shot in the middle of the street so blatantly? It's like they figured they would get away with it. You could see Isaac's tits. Yes, but there's a bit of a difference. It's almost cloaked. This is on full display. If there was a museum and it was behind a glass case, my first thought is to basically think, oh, it wants me to look at it. But if it's like under a cloak or like sort of thing, you could basically argue there may be nothing behind them. You can never be so certain. And ever since that night, I've been having dreams here. That can't be a coincidence, can it? Even in sparse moments, we've been able to meet in my dreams. He just seems distant, hazy, lost. Like he's losing himself, like I'm losing him. I wonder if he even knows where he is, or what's happening to him. Everything about this seems so dangerous. One is tantalizing, the other's voyeuristic. Voyeuristic, you say? And what's ace? I don't know why I'd want to learn more about that guy. If he's my uncle's escort or whatever, then I'm prying into something I shouldn't, right? And yet, the longer I think about it, I don't know. There's something eye-catching about him, for sure. I guess that makes sense. He's also hiding something, right? Like his feathers. He's dyeing them, maybe. Maybe I could look into this further. Maybe my uncle's in trouble or something. Oh, yeah, that is actually a thing I could basically know about. It would make sense, too. Like, what if this guy was extorting my uncle? He could ruin our lives, and Ren doesn't have money to spare. No thanks to me. And even now, I don't know. I keep thinking about Ace himself. He's a jerk, clearly. Hostile, aggressive, pretty. Honestly, he's kind of gorgeous. Like, distractingly pretty. I feel something bad in my heart, though. Like I've seen him before this. That I felt those talents in my flesh. Ah, that's the voyeuristic part. There's something violent and unpredictable. I feel like I know that. Maybe that isn't a good idea after all. You know what? I was in it to basically go for Ace for a moment, just to see if we can basically resolve this so that Ren can, you know, get out of this issue. But then I remembered the talons getting embedded into Henry, and then I'm like, oh dear. Isaac, it would be nice to stick it to the father in some way, but I've gone this far. My curiosity knows not. Yeah, but he liked it. Yeah. Yeah, he did, didn't he? I'm going with the hunter. My curiosity, I need to know how this ends. Fine enough. Fine, enough deliberating. I think I know what I'm going to do now. None of these choices feel particularly good, but I have to work on... We almost had one. Oh. Thing at a time, or else I'm going to lose it. I think I've decided. I think I'll have a hunter. We're going to go for the hunter. Whiskey on the rocks, please. Whiskey! To be continued in Act 2. Hunter! And that's all she wrote! Holy shit, that's all she wrote. Wait, let me check the gallery. No, actually, if I check the gallery, that's gonna basically bring out the worst. For now. For now. That's all I need to know about that. But yes, thank you very much for showing me this. It's actually very... And of course, there are multiple options to be picking, multiple variants to basically undergo. But my God, it's a good read, I will say. Thank you for streaming. Hey, and thank you all for watching. And by the way, as you can still see on the pinned tweet, the pinned comment or chat, if you want to see more of that, be sure to check on the thing, as you can clearly see fit. And I hope you all have a lovely time. But before we go into it, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you also to Val La Dren, one of the devs of the Upper Shelves. Look at the wolf balls. I will turn off safe for work mode in my own time and look at it in my own free time. If it makes you feel better. If it makes you feel better. And thank you all as we go into a luscious little world. Who shall we be reading? You know what? I should raid Fable Crit from one lewd person to another. We will raid Fable Crit, who is currently playing Dead by Daylight. And yeah, shut off the air. I wish I knew what that meant. As we do that, yeah, sorry about that. Allow that. Was more of a shout out to the viewers, if you insist. But if you insist. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all. Oh, and be sure to use the raid message if you do not have the thing. Be sure to do it if you can. And thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. And I will see you all tomorrow with some Monster Con. It's a goodbye from the React bot.
They got away with murder.
They did get away with murder, probably, but we'll only have to find out the Schadenfreude. Thank you, everyone. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, and it's a goodbye from me. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Wow.